you later. Catch you later. I'm literally gonna go on my wee 1 o'clock break here, and
Hallie, what's going on? I just got done coughing like crazy. So sorry if my voice sounds a little hurt. It's a little hurt. I'm a little silly tonight. My brain's all silly. Just doing our little pre-show, getting everybody in. Dabalski, what's going on, homie? Welcome in, welcome in. First time chatter. That's awesome. You know, Bruce, your mic is like far, far away, and it's muted too.
Yeah, I didn't even have mine on yet. I'm sharing out. Let's share out. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody's Sunday?
Flying high, flying high. So yeah, so we're gonna get going shortly. We're talking about cults tonight. We like to do a little pregame here.
Yeah, we're gonna rip a dab. What else are we gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna rip a dab and get going. My dude Kyle, what's up, dude? How you doing tonight, my man?
Is it my turn?
What?
Whose turn to take a dab?
Mine.
Are you sure?
You just coughing, bro.
Oh, that's right. I did just take one. Okay.
We got some icebreakers, some small talk. How everybody's day doing? What everybody's smoking on? I know we are going to. Well, we got 2 giant ass Berry King palms packed up with some nice Pineapple Express. Then I got a bowl of Brownie Scout Indica to smoke.
I'm excited about that one, actually.
Yeah.
Like, really super excited
We're
about
about to take a hit of some live sugar sunshine OG. And then we've been smoking diamonds and sauce green crack pretty much all day with that one. We're fucking around and finding out. That's what we've been doing.
Yeah, pretty much. It's been nice.
Doing good. Been a lazy day. That's what's up. Yeah, I mowed my lawn today, Kyle. So, you know that disaster I got myself in. It's a lot of work. Kyle been to the crib. To the crib.
Sleeping J and Crafting H.
It's the HJ. What's good?
Are you done sharing out, homie? I want to do a dab and let's get the stream going.
I'm on. Do you know how many platforms I have?
A lot, I guess.
DJ Bruce Big sometimes. You want it out there?
Yeah. I know. I'm just excited. I'm excited. We got a good show today.
Yeah, and we got, tell them your good news. What'd you get?
Got affiliate, yo.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. We got affiliate.
No, Brooker's got affiliate.
It's both of us, Holmes.
I just chill with you. This is your baby.
And everybody else, too, in the audience. Kyle did dishes and some laundry. Oh, and smoked some weed. This is still a lazy day. Yeah, but you know what? There's times where I smoke and I'm like super like on the move and like doing everything and getting everything done in the house. And there's times when I sit there and smoke and it's like, I just want to lay down and take a nap. Like watch World War II in color.
World War II in color. Happy Sunday, my homeboy Top Cat. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Top Cat. Yep. Thank you. What did I can't make it bigger. I'm looking at my laptop and I don't have that much space.
Drag this Nah, but she's new. She's new to Twitch, and like I said, the last couple weeks, like she's pretty much doing all this on herself. I mean, I help her when she needs me, but besides like the computer stuff, but running Twitch and getting affiliate and going out and meeting people, and you know, she's been doing good. She's been doing real good.
Thank you, Top Cat. That's what this whole little sidebar was about. Was me? I couldn't see anything.
She couldn't see her activity feed and didn't know.
But thank you, Top Cat. Thank you very much for the biddies.
But yeah, she does good. I'm proud of her. She doing it all by herself. She's not like getting the whole like thing handed to her because she knows a lot of people that could help her. But no, she's doing her own thing, and I think she kicks ass. Kicking ass and taking names, Brookers.
I'm trying. Anywho, sorry about all that, but yeah, so we did it. That's really cool and exciting, and
I guess I could put on a chill screen.
You know, we try and do anything that you guys want to do. So if you have any suggestions on shows that you want me to do, you just put it in the comments and I'll write it down. Or
guests too. If y'all want to be a guest, y'all can talk to us, and if we'll see if we can work it out.
Happen.
Oh, it's possible. Sometimes it's not possible though because of equipment or things, situations. But it's not hard to be a guest. Definitely not hard. Yeah, if you're interested.
Tune in and find out, Kyle. Don't be a Susie spoiler. Kyle's asking what cults we're doing.
The good ones.
Doing the ones I picked. That's what we're doing.
All right, so
no, I tried to stick with some interesting ones and pretty much ones that we kind of know about, but maybe we don't know fully about it.
But off the beaten path in a way.
Yeah, kind of.
instead of riding that same old dead horse. Serial killers would be a good topic.
You know, I heard that that Dahmer,
That Dahmer guy.
the Dahmer one was like really, really fucked up. I haven't seen it. I don't know if I want to watch it.
We could also have a happy stream too, instead of like.
Well, okay, so what are we gonna talk about? Tell me a happy stream. You can't even think of anything.
Yes, I can. I got a free surprise at the dispensary the other day, and that was a happy thing.
You want me to write a podcast about your mini grinder that you spent? What did we figure? You spent $2,500 at the dispensary,
You spend like over $2,000 at the dispensary.
and he gets a fucking mini grinder. Mind you, the grinders that we have now, we can barely do because our hands hurt, as it is. And this motherfucker gets a mini grinder he's excited about.
I put my fancy buds in it.
No, you should be, though. You got something back. You got a $15 grinder.
Not even. This grinder's so cheap. I mean, it's really nice, and it's tiny. But it's not like a chromium crusher or anything good. Like, I definitely wouldn't sell it on my site.
I do know, though, that on dj-bruce.com, there is a badass grinder that feels really good on the hands.
We got a chromium crusher on there. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, on my site, like, I'm only going to sell y'all good shit. I ain't going to fuck around. I would not sell this on my site. Or we were at, like, my wholesale place. What was it, yesterday? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we were down there yesterday, and I was like, I want to add some pieces to the website and, you know, give you guys some more options and stuff. You call me, Ashik is in the building. What's going on, my dude? And then, so we go down there, and he has a couple nice pieces, you know, and I'm looking. Burkers is looking. And then, you know, nothing really, like, jumped out at me. And, like, there's a couple things that I'm like, you know, those are nice and this, that, and the other thing. But I wouldn't buy them for me. So I'm not going to buy them to put on the site for y'all to buy. Because it's just not, like, it don't have that wow factor, you know? Or that, like, it didn't have that draw to me. So we're going to wait a couple more weeks before we add some stuff until this guy can change up some stock and get some better products.
Thank you, Kyle, for the subscription. That was really badass and awesome of you.
Big love, Kyle. I appreciate you.
I gotta work on my emote wall. I've been trying to ask Bruce things, and I keep forgetting about certain things because there's so much you have to learn. It's like I literally, like, I don't want to be the type of person that goes, you know, hey, Bruce, do all this for me. I need to learn how to do it myself.
She legit figuring it all out herself, folks. Like, I do help her when she needs stuff, and I do run the equipment and all the, you know, sound ends and that stuff. But pretty much, like, this channel's her channel. This is her thing. That's how the first two seasons were, too. I just kind of work here. You know?
Well, I kind of feel like, too, though, like, this is my baby.
I mean, it is ours, but at the same time, like, I got my own show that I worry about. I just like doing stuff with you because you're hot looking and shit.
I try to keep it tight. I do my best.
Booger, keep it tight, yo. So, yeah, it's Sunday. We on that chill again. What do you say we doing cults?
We're doing cults. I have, I don't know, a few cults. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to mention it before we actually do the recording for the podcast.
Yeah, we got some disclaimers. We can't be going crazy in the chat with the religions and stuff.
I do want to say, though, that this podcast does contain mentions of rape, abuse, child pornography, sex trafficking, and murder. So if any of this is triggering for you or disturbs you too much, I completely understand if you want to turn it off. And I also have to mention that if you or someone you know could use any help or support related to sexual assault, please consider calling the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-4673. And also, you can speak to a crisis counselor if you text HOME to 741-741. Yes. Discretion warning duly noted. Of course you call me a sheep. Of course, man. That's what we're here for. We're here to support each other, love each other, just chill out and hang, and just have a good time, relax, and yeah. You know, and everybody follow each other because, well, it's just cool. Don't be a douche. It's just cool to show love. It's like smiles. Smiles are free. Always smile at somebody. Right? Bruce is too into this dab.
Sorry, I was killing this dab, yo.
Is it my turn?
It was rough. I have second breakfast.
Is it my turn?
I got second breakfast. What?
I thought that was your second breakfast.
It's your second breakfast, and then I dropped the dab.
Yeah, and you know, and I appreciate you sharing that, Kyle. But and if it does wind up triggering you, we completely understand if you need to turn it off. Everybody's different, and everybody handles things completely different.
Yeah, and even if you have personal experiences, I mean, if you want to mention them or whatever like that, then it's fine. But you don't have to. You don't have. You know what I'm saying? We really more focusing on the cult part of it, and like, not really, but there is some of it that, you know, what makes the cult bad or whatever. So.
Yeah, and you call me a sheik. Yeah, I mean, pretty much I think a lot of us do that too. You know, follows for follow, network for network, stream for stream.
Every single person that is active in my chat, I follow.
Yeah.
If they're not active though, because I get a lot of followers like when I'm not on or whatever, but I'm talking to them in another chat. Like, so if I'm actually engaging with them as a human or as a person.
As a human.
Well, no, because a lot of times too, it's like could be bots and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like if it's a person like you call me a sheik, you know, I talk to him. I don't know. It's been a while now, and you build relationships with people.
Absolutely.
You get to know people, you know?
Absolutely.
And even now I'd be driving around in fucking Sheik's car and shit with him. We'd be chilling. Going to McDonald's. We eat McDonald's. We hang out. You know? I actually became really good friends with Kyle in real life. He comes to the house. We have lunches and we hang out. I tattooed his daughter. I mean, Twitch is an awesome thing. Like, I really met a lot of people. Top Cat I met on the internet. I've known that man for years. Tons of people. I love it. So I always tell people, just go meet strangers, man. Just go do it.
Did you say just go meet strangers? I think we had this conversation. Like, you're literally one of our friends is gonna sit there and just like go meet a stranger and get axe murdered. Just saying.
Could happen. That does happen.
Yo, you're taking forever with these dabs, and we gotta start this show. Bruce sits there, and like, I love him to death, and he is so interesting. He really is, and he has so much to say. But at some point, it's like, you just gotta do your dab, homie. You really just gotta do your dab. I'm patiently waiting. Yes, Kyle, not all people can be trusted. Definitely not all people can be trusted. Well, you know, at that point, in my opinion, you got to be okay with. You got to weigh your options. Like, you know, you got to be like, okay, I'm going to, you know, let's say lend this person some money. You got to go, if this person never pays me back, is this enough money that I can be okay with not getting back? I guess that's kind of how I have to look at it. Like, if I'm okay with not losing that time or that energy or what have you with that person, I'm okay with it. Because I mean, I like people and I like being a good person and I like looking at the world with rose-colored glasses on.
Nah, we really don't rush them, Sleepy J.
Yeah, Haley said, yeah, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah, we don't really rush the dabs. It's just like, I'm a little slow by now because one, I did a bunch of stuff today. And then two, like, on the weekends, Brooker's be like, I open up my eyes and she be sitting there with a big old smile on her face, like, have my coffee and shit for me. Like, she's the best wife in the world. And then the first words out of her mouth, it ain't even like good morning or nothing. It's like, hey, let's go do some dabs.
Well,
morning dabs?
It's not. Those aren't my first words.
Well, her first words to me are, let's go do some dabs.
I'm always like the cheery person in the morning. So I'll wake up, he'll wake up, and I'll go in. Good morning, my love. I hope you had a good night. I hope you slept. Here's your coffee. Here's your vitamins.
Yeah, but on the weekends, it's like, hey, let's go do some dabs.
No, you still get that, but then directly, like right after it is, want to do dab.
Yeah. Well, I'm good on dabs for a little minute.
I'm just waiting for my temperature to be there, and then I'll do that, and then I'll have my second breakfast, and then I'll be good.
So yeah, we're hitting some Live Sugar Sunshine OG.
You
It's
should explain what second breakfast is.
freaking fantastic. They know what second breakfast is. So yeah, it's freaking fantastic. Oh no. Yeah, I'm the miserable guy until about the second cup of coffee. Like, someone will look at me in the morning and, oh no. Unless I don't have to work or nothing. If I'm like sitting at home chilling and just like smoking, then it's cool to be around me in the morning. But other than that, nah.
No, I'm always like, I'm just a very happy person. Like, I mean, look, I have my days where, you know, I have like depression or what have you, like just like a normal, not like nothing big. But for the most part, I am a truly, truly, truly happy and go lucky person. I'm always laughing, always smiling. That's just me. That's how I like to be.
I just can't do the mornings. Damn, Brookers, y'all getting lit up.
Willie Will.
Green Slate Gaming, what's going on, my dude? How you doing tonight?
Thank you, Top Cat.
You gotta thank Willie Will. He gave you a sub.
I know, I was thinking Top Cat. And then I was coughing. And then I was going down to Willie Will Holmes. Look, I know I'm new at this, but I've been helping you behind the scenes for years, homie.
Years, homie.
For a while. I've been doing this. But yeah, thank you, Willie Will. Thank you, Top Cat. Really, really appreciate it. We made affiliate like record time. Like
Four streams.
I don't even know how that happened.
It's not even possible because she did 4 streams on Sundays, on 4 Sundays in a row, right?
I don't get this shit. Ready?
And
this is weird.
You got to stream for 7 different days.
Oh shit, Kyle. Thank you. Look, a hype train is close. You guys are rock. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do another dab or something if we get a hype train.
If you get a hype train, you could do. You're gonna do another dab anyway. We got 1.5 gram fucking Pineapple Express blunts, lined out with fucking Keef. And then we got some Brownie Scout in the bowl to knock us out. You call me chic, stuck in an ad.
Shit. Thank you, Willie Will. He gifted a sub to your boy Heavy T. Oh, gotta get my second breakfast. Okay, I'm gonna do my second breakfast. And then we're gonna get started on our cults. Because we just been shooting the shit for like a half an hour. Yeah, you guys are really awesome and amazing. Oh, you survived the ads. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Top Cat. You call me a chic, survived the ads. I really, I was like setting that stuff up.
You don't have a choice unless you sub, really.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I have it on like the slowest like levels. Like the lowest amount of ads you can get.
No more ads for you, call me a chic. I got you, man.
Oh.
Damn, Brooker's.
Awesome, Bruce.
Brooker's on her first hype train.
Look at that shit.
Man.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. Go to party like it's your birthday.
Yeah, anytime you call me a chic, you my homie.
Man. This is good. What is this one called? Top Cat, thank you so much. Alright, this really doesn't count.
Why? It's your show.
But it's my money that you're spending too. It's both of our money that you're spending.
I'm not spending your money.
You
I'm
just
spending
did.
my money onto you. I'm giving you my money.
Yeah, holy moly.
No, it's your first hype train and it feels good. You should enjoy it. I know what it's like to have your first hype train. It's fucking crazy.
Top Cat, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Alright, let's finish this up.
You're the one smoking.
Damn.
What?
Oh wait, no, I said if we had a hype train,
What?
that I would do another dab. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do the intro.
We'll do a dab in a couple minutes.
I'm gonna have a dab. So just listen, Holmes. Then that's what's gonna happen. What you said.
Yeah. No, but I'm also like, the way I look at it, Haley, is like, Top Cat's a big contributor on my stream, Kyle, and all you guys are so great. And then like she's got this thing going on. And even though I'm on this show, it's truly like her idea, her show. She's the, podcast guru. She's the one who puts in all the work. I mean, I do the video and stuff like that, but I mean, she's the boss around here and she deserves it, so I can give out too. Like, I'm kind of a fan of her, so I like it that way, whether she like it or not. It's how we roll. I got love for her, just gotta say it. I don't know, I might try to date her or something after this shit. We'll see.
Might try and date me.
We'll see.
What?
We'll see.
What?
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking
We've been
about.
dating for 20 years.
Yeah, we might start going out, Heavy T. Got a serenader or something. Nah,
Yeah,
you guys are
Top
truly
Cat.
the best though, Top Cat. Yeah, for real. Like Kyle and you and Bear and I mean some nights.
Is it?
What?
You
Is it what?
spelled sponsored wrong. He's like, not to nitpick.
Who said that?
Kyle.
You think so?
Yeah, it is.
How do you figure? I might have already spell checked it,
But sometimes your spell check on your computer is like not right. Thank you for the biddies, Top Cat. Really, really appreciate it.
Oh, man. Thanks, Kyle. You're a fucking dick.
Hey, I'm glad he told us. Thank you, Top Cat. Alright. While you're doing that,
Doing what?
or you're gonna fix that, wait, what am I doing? I'm confused. I confused myself.
Is that how you spell it, Top Cat? Kyle. Kyle's like, love you, bro. Did I spell it right now?
Hey Siri. Wait, where's Siri?
SPONSORED.
Hey Siri. What happened to my Siri?
Yeah, it's good.
Stop talking. I was trying to ask Siri.
We gonna turn this bitch into a spelling bee. So we're gonna do.
Spunsum? What's spunsum? What's spunsum? Spunsum what? Thank you, Top Cat. Spunsum? What's a spunsum?
I don't know, but everything's funny right now. Shush.
Yeah, Kyle said that he was in 2 spelling bees.
Were you?
2 spelling bees. I was like, fuck that shit. I don't know how to spell.
I used to be good at a lot of stuff. When I was young.
When you were a young buck.
When I was young. Spins come.
Spins come?
Yep, he got us.
What? Spins come?
Spins come.
What's spins come?
Yeah, I saw, before we get going, I was on Facebook cruising.
What's spins come?
It's a fucking joke, probably. I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to see, like, saying it out loud, like, if it says something. Like, what it...
Maybe we shouldn't say everything that the chat says, because, you know what I'm saying? But, Heavy T redid his porch, and it looks fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah?
He's got lights up, there's nice chairs. Shit is dope. Good work, my dude. That looks like a very chill spot. I would totally hang out there. That would be dope.
We got a level 2 hype train completed. Thank you so much.
Your very first hype train. That's badass.
That's awesome.
Good job, Rookers.
And it's definitely gonna go to something. I don't know what, but it's like
Proving your show.
gotta be good for the show. Something that's gonna be good for the show. I don't know what yet. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out, because yeah. Thank you very, very much. All right, you ready?
Whenever you want to roll, let's roll.
Let's roll. So it is wild to know that individuals are capable of brainwashing entire groups of people to such an extreme that they'd abandon everything they have ever known and lose grasp of the difference between good and evil.
Evil?
Evil.
Evil?
Really?
I'm all evil now, Billy.
Learning about the sexual, physical, psychological abuse that took place in various infamous cults will seriously send shivers down your spine. But the control didn't stop there. Tune in to tonight's episode of Pot of Coffee Podcast to dive deeper into the worlds of cults with your hosts, DJ Bruce and Brooklyn.
What's going on, great people? They're not even good people no more. And I'm going to bring that to my other show, too. It's going to be great people from now on. I truly love y'all. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
We in that season 3 podcast shit, Brookers.
Live.
I'm excited.
Season 3 live.
Live.
Season 3, say it with me.
Live.
Season 3 live.
Live. Better than good.
Better.
Yeah,
than
we got our pregame done.
Mm-hmm.
Chat is popping.
Yep.
We already had our first hype train. Well, Brooker's first hype train. She made affiliate on Twitch here. I know we got people over on the YouTube and the WeedTube that listen later in the week. And yeah, we over on Twitch. She doing it big. But yeah, it's because of the chat. The chat rocks. We got the best people on Twitch here. We really do.
We really do. So I'm going to say this again. I said this earlier. This piece does contain mentions of rape, abuse, child pornography, sex trafficking, and murder. So please do not continue listening if you get triggered by it or it might offend you.
But we're not going into crazy details or nothing anyway. So don't be scared off the bat because we had a disclaimer.
Right.
It's just like a smart thing to have, and just in case you. Also, if you like start hearing something that's just like a little funny and it just makes you uncomfortable, just fucking put it in the chat. You know, we might be able to just skip that part or something too, and not even have to like, you know, scare somebody away or nothing. We work with you because we love you, and that's what we do.
And so if you or someone you know could use help or support related to a sexual assault, please consider calling the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE. It's 1-800-656-4673. And if you or someone you know would like to speak to a crisis counselor, you can always text HOME to 741-741.
Oh, we got Trashy-tastic in the building. Happy Sunday. So great to see you.
What's going on?
Yeah, we got lots of
Sunday.
Lots of awesome people come through here.
Absolutely. And you're just in time. We're just about to get started.
We're just kicking off the first one.
Our first cult.
So, you want to try this fancy bong we got going on over here while we discuss this, or you want to go for one of these blunts?
Oh. Blunt or a bong? Should I make a poll?
Yeah, go ahead. Nah, this take too long.
Alright. Blunt or a bong? What do I want?
Oh, the Illuminati's watching. Greensight Gaming said the blunt. Do the blunt then. Here's the first one. Greensight Gaming, Heavy T said go for the blunt. Greensight Gaming, he was here since the podcast started.
Yep. Very first in the very beginning.
Yep, since day one, way back in a couple years ago. And then, only because I build blunt.
I gotta get a drink real quick.
I can hold it down. But, that's actually how we met Willie Will. He was suggested by a friend of mine to come be a guest on our podcast. And then he was a guest on our podcast, and we've been in contact ever since. It's pretty awesome. That's what I'm saying. You know, strangers in the internet. Cults maintain their power by promoting an us versus them mentality. That is true. Yeah, good old Mike. Good old Mike. Puff post. Lord Chudu's cults are very interesting also. Yeah, I'm not too sure what cult she picked. Yeah, and then it's like a chain reaction. Like, you know, me and Greenside Gaming had a mutual. And then, you know, I became friends with Greenslade. And you have a mutual. Our mutual would be Greenslade. And, you know, now you're friends with Top Cat too, Kyle, and everybody else. And your boy Heavy T. And I mean, we just growing out here. We just all loving on each other. We helping each other. We here for each other. We hanging with each other all the time. We party with each other. I mean, it's just great. Sevens are fire. All right, Joe. So I got this blunt.
All right, yeah. All right,
it's a big ass berry king palm.
Can you put this on the ground or something over there? Careful.
I gotta fix the marbles in a minute.
Okay.
And we got some beautiful Pineapple Express in it. Oh, it's gonna be a fire blunt. Yeah, I don't know what happened, dude.
Well, he did talk to me, and he is working a lot of hours, so he's gonna just be random.
Yeah, I just was gonna say, I know it's nothing negative or none.
No, it's all good. It's all good. He's all good. Everything's okay with him.
It's just like, dude, like.
Yeah, we miss him too.
Yeah. got this crazy job or some shit. I don't know. But you're doing good at least. That's all that counts.
Yeah. All right. So the first cult that we're going to talk about, it's actually a fairly new one. It recently made rounds in the papers. I don't know if people read papers anymore.
You know what's funny about that? When you say papers, you got green.
It's been in all the papers lately.
But when you say papers, like when I read the news on Facebook, like my local news or some shit, I still call it the paper. Like it makes me feel like old and shit.
Thank you, Willie Will. Thank you for the gifted sub to Haley. Really, really appreciate it. How do I do that?
/shout-out space at green slate. Yeah, we'll get you up with that fancy shout out. I'm teaching her, man. Cause you're a streamer. We trying to give them to the streamers. Cause you only get so many per stream or something. But who else in here? Who else in here that is streamer?
I think we got Josh.
I think he left. I know Haley here.
We'll figure it out. Anywho, so this one is
But I'll keep an eye for you.
Nexium. Have you heard of it? It's like all Roman numerals, but it's actually pronounced Nexium.
Nexium, that sounds like a ain't that the purple pill?
You know what it is?
It is. Nexium is like a 24-hour indigestion heartburn. Yeah, Sleepy J in here. As soon as that one wears off, Sleepy J, we'll hit you with that special shout out.
Yes. Yeah, it is, but this is what it's like. NXIVM, like the Roman numerals, but it's pronounced Nexium. Lord. Anyways, so here we go about Nexium. So if you thought cults were a thing of the past, think again. Keith Raniere started Nexium in 1998, positioning the group as a self-help organization with workshops and classes on empowerment. Nexium got more than 18,000 followers across North America until 2017, when Nexium members came forward to expose the abusive practices of a secret society within the group. Women were recruited under the false pretense that they were joining a sisterhood of sorts, but it ended up being a sex cult. A pyramid scheme existed within the group, with Raniere, who members called Vanguard at the top, masters who recruited other women to the secretive group, and at the bottom were the newest recruits, who were referred to as slaves. A former member recounted to the New York Times that in order to be admitted to the secret club, she had to give her master naked photos and other compromising documents that would be used to blackmail if she ever told about the group's existence. Sorry, I try to stop every so often to look at the chat to see if I'm missing something. So she was also told that another part of the initiation process was to get a small tattoo. But instead of a tattoo, the new members were told to undress, and the master branded them, right? With a design that was his initials.
That's cool.
It was like, no, it was right above their hoo-has.
That's cool.
Each woman was instructed to say, "Master, please brand me. It would be an honor." In 2020, he was tried in court, where more than a dozen women came forward with statements regarding his psychological and sexual abuse. He was convicted of many crimes, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and child pornography. His victims were as young as 15 years old, and he was sentenced to life in prison. In court, though,
yeah, that's not cool.
In court, his lawyers wrote, "He is not sorry for his conduct or his choices. And this is, I mean, it's been pretty much all over the place because it was so recent.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Well, I just said 2020.
Dude, we ripped dabs all day. Do you know why I was sitting here saying that's cool? Because I was like zoning out, watching the waves. I was chilling. I was in my happy place. And then, like, I didn't even know what I was saying that's cool to. And then after that, you were like, said that shit. And I was like, oh, that's not cool.
That's not cool.
It was like I zoned out for a minute, was in my place. Then I came back.
I don't see how some of these people really fall for it. Like, I mean, I believe in certain things, and I feel like, you know, with certain aspects of my life, things were indoctrined into me that as an adult, that even though it was indoctrinated to me when I was younger, as a child, and even as a young adult, but as an older adult, like, I've been able to make my own decisions.
True. I mean, I really don't know. I can't really see myself getting hooked up, but I do know, like, a real good friend of mine, right? And it's not really a cult, but it's a really weird, like, I live it's like,
oh, absolutely. Green Slate Gaming, you don't fuck with kids. Absolutely.
Fucking it's like, I see, I don't want to say cult, but I don't want to say like crazy religious people, but it's this crazy Baptist church, right? And the guy that runs the church, he's like a pedophile, and he got like fired from fucking, and he's like super racist too, because like, I went to this church, my friend brought me there, and I used to ride like motorcycles and shit with him, and it turns out like the pastor's racist and all this other shit, so I stopped going. But like, my buddy believed in this church so much that he sold his house and moved across the street. And then like every week out of his pockets buys the whole church all this breakfast and like does all this crazy shit. And like 7 days a week now, him and his family like pretty much just walk across the street just to be there every waking second of the day unless they're working. And it's craziness. And it's like, every time you talk to him as a friend, it's just like, hey, you want to come to church? Hey, what are you doing on Thursday? You want to come to church? Like, it's like they turned him into a zombie.
But I mean, like, at what point?
Like, where does you stop? Like, I don't think like anything bad happened to him, but I mean, like, I think he's brainwashed to fuck or something. All of his employees are people from the church. Everything's just church. I mean, it's like, but holy cow, dude.
It's one thing going to the church. That's one thing. But at what point, when you're sitting there, being told to call us, and this is recent. This was from 1998 to 2020 when he was convicted. To call somebody master and let them
see,
whether you knew that it was his initials or not, let that person brand you and calling him master. Yeah. How does that become okay? You know?
It's a hard one, but then at the same time, what about like the sexual people that like do that master slave stuff and, you know, walking each other on leashes, and I mean, whatever people's into is cool, but I mean, they do that there too, where like they have masters and all that other stuff and do like
but
some kind of like
the difference is
tattooing or gauging or different. I mean, there's kind of different forms, but even branding. I mean, there's still legit branding. You
know what the difference is, though, when something like that, it's, you know,
yeah, no kink shaming.
Consensual people. There's safe words involved, and you are obviously trusting of that person. You know that person's not going to sit there and
but they weren't
keep you locked in a dungeon.
Were they locked in a dungeon?
Well, I'm just using that as an example. You might as well be.
If they were willing participants, I mean, even if they're brainwashed or not, even like my buddy, you know, I call him brainwashed, but he sold his house on his own. He moved across town on his own. He runs out of work and goes to the church on his own. I mean, he's making his own decisions. So, but I think he's, you know what I mean? So who's to say that maybe these people wanted to be branded above their wee-wees?
Well, also, too, though, there's also a difference between being scammed, being
scam for sexual stuff. And
well, not like
slavery,
but like
and
being taken completely advantage of to the point where you've lost your will. Like, you know, like some
Stockholm
places
syndrome
like
stuff.
some places like the church there for him, that's a scam in my book. You know, and other places
like the Amish.
yeah, I mean, but it's not hurting anybody. You know, like killing and stuff wise.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a fine line. All right. So the next one.
She's like, and we're done.
And we're moving on.
No, I'm not allowed to tell Amish stories, Green Slade. I
would.
I'm not even gonna. That's a
Can I have that
redemption.
lighter?
That's a Brooker's redemption. No, I think some of it's a cult.
No, you can talk that.
I definitely think the Amish is more of a cult. And like the kids, I see them dumbed down on purpose just so they don't leave, so they're stuck being Amish forever. It's kind of sad. There's not a very lot of happiness in that community. I don't really see. And there's a lot of good in that community too. Like there's good families, but for the most part, they all live a pretty shitty life.
Yeah.
And they're all pretty rich with the way they lay out their money. And one guy in one family gets everybody's money and makes decisions how everybody should live or where they should live and punish this one. And they do live a really shitty life. And then, well, the loopholes and all the other bullshit that they pull. People, yo. They ain't no different than us. They just grown up different. And like the kids, they never leave the house much. Or you're only allowed to take certain roads. Like I can't show the kids regular towns or nothing, or take certain ways. They have to see like the certain ways that they take, so the kids never know what's out there. You know, so you could pretty much tell an Amish kid that like the city's full of like aliens and shit, and like they eat your faces off, and they would believe you. You know, because they never left a mile from their house.
Here you go, babe.
But that's how like dumbed down I mean. And then like school wise, they only go to school to 14. And I work for the schools. But like the kids, they don't learn nothing. They just color. They play outside. They play baseball. They play volleyball. They chop firewood. They go deer hunting.
All right, now you're giving too much away about the Amish.
You know, but
you got redemptions.
I'm just saying that's how they keep them dumbed down, because they're really not getting educated. You know, they're chosen. They don't have books, and everything's chosen for them. All their songs are church songs, and they're not even allowed instruments.
Yeah.
All right, now come up with your 50,000 points, and I'll tell you some more shit.
Is that what I have it at?
I guess. Yo, redemptions on Twitch. I mean, because of COVID and shit. Like, even on my show, like, redemptions on Twitch is rough right now.
Oh my gosh. Green Slade Gaming. He said he remembers when Vanilla Ice went Amish.
That was awesome.
We lived in Korea when that came out, and we were watching it, and oh my, we were obsessed. Like, he like pimped out that horse and
he
buggy.
made that horse and buggy,
Oh
carriage.
my goodness, it was so funny.
He had that white pimp ass buggy. The purple with the purple velvet inside. The Amish guys that built it for him were like, okay, we'll build this.
Oh man, I forgot about that show. That was such a great show.
Yeah, Heavy T, ain't nobody getting them points for a hot minute, because the points just started today.
It's cool, yo. It's cool. We'll figure it out.
Top Cat's baked. I feel you, my friend. I'm sitting here on this blunt,
I know you
just chilling, not passing it, just puffing. Oh, it's great.
So the next cult that we have is called Angel's Landing.
Angel's Landing.
And
Slayer in the building.
Slayer! Yo, what's up, homie? Hope you're having a good day. It's very nice here.
It's very nice.
Smoking on this blunt. It's been a cool ride. Talking cults tonight, and we are on Angel's Landing. It's also another fairly new one.
Stream is buffering for you. I am running at 100% perfection, Kyle. Try giving it a refresh. I believe it's going to end up being on your end. Been spending most of it. Yeah, it's looking A-okay on my end. No, like 0 drop frames, nothing. So
Yeah, and
give it a
Lulu says
refresh.
good
I
on
think
his
it's on
end,
your
too.
end. You know, I'll admit when it's on my end. I'm not one of them guys that are be like, oh, it ain't me when my shit's all fucked up. Like, my shit's running fine. Knock on wood. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
So, Angel's Landing is the name of a 20-acre compound outside of Wichita, Kansas. And the guy's name was Lou Castro. So, him and a small group of people, they lived there in a very extravagant life. They were convinced that he was an angel and a seer who could look into the future and know when you were going to die.
Really?
Like, already, I'd be like, you're fucking stupid. Like, goodbye with your weirdness. Like, I just don't see how people fall for this shit.
He says, okay, I'm here. No, but like, is there proof that he could predict this? Like, would there be,
No.
Slayer couldn't hear you before.
What?
He couldn't
Here.
hear you
Oh.
before.
I'll sit up a bit. I got a little stoned and relaxed. Here. Oh, he had ads. Okay, that's what it was.
Oh, we should fix ads, huh? Should I fix ads for him?
Go ahead.
Slayer's a good dude. I think I could fix his ad problem. I think I could take care of this for him. It's another one of my favorite morning streams. I like to watch Slayer, then I go to Bat Fan, and then I go over to my homie Games. And that's like my morning, Joe. That's how I do it.
We're good, Slayer. We're good. Sitting here doing the podcast. Just
Brooker's made
chilling,
affiliate.
hanging out. Made affiliate yesterday. What? So excited about that. Yeah, Games is great. He's really, really cool. I think I got released. Was it this morning? I think it was this. It was this morning. No, today's Sunday. It was yesterday morning he was on. So Games is on and he's doing his normal stuff. And this is the one where I woke Bruce up and I was like, hey, we want to do some dabs. So we get in here and we're getting the dabs going and I'm waiting patiently because Bruce sets everything up and we're watching games and I'm like, let's go, getting dabs, watching games. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, she crazy in the morning. Brooker's goes nuts. But yeah, big love, Slayer.
So Angel's Landing. So anyways, so because of all this, he became like under suspicion from like all of the local law enforcement and whatnot. He had all these like luxury vehicles and money that no one could explain. There was like absolutely no paper trail. Local law enforcement took an active interest when Patricia Hughes, who was a member, tragically turned up dead on the compound in 2003.
Oh shit, dead?
Then her husband died in a freak accident in 2006. And so when that happened, the local detectives was, trying to find out something's going on, like linking it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like, he dove into everything and he found that there was expensive life insurance policies that was taken out on people in his Castro circle and cashed in by members when someone in the makeshift family accidentally died. So apparently like it wasn't just the two of these people. It happened every 2.5 years that somebody would die.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a little shady.
So in 2010, he moved from Kansas to Tennessee and adopted a new identity, but he was soon arrested by the FBI for aggravated identity theft and fraudulent use of Social Security card and number.
All right, Green State Gaming, you have a great rest of your night, my dude. I think you're streaming tonight, so you have a good stream. Thanks for coming through. We love you, my guy. Peace.
See you later, Willie Will. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in.
And Sheik, yeah, that happens. It's just people, I don't know, in and out. It's just like Twitter or anything else. People follow you just to get the follow out of you, or follow you and ask you to be on their show and be all cool just to fucking dump you off like a piece of shit. You know, all types of weird shit happens. It's just, you gotta be cool and find the real ones. Once you find the real people, they won't fuck you over and do stupid shit like that. They'll actually come through, they'll hang out, and then like, you just have like cool people around you all the time. Just like a really good chat. And, you know, like all the good people here, like all y'all. I mean, y'all are coming through on my show. Y'all are on this show. Everybody mingles. Everybody knows each other. It just takes time, you know.
So, not only was people showing up dead,
Okay.
but once they finally arrested him, so he was, it took them 2.5 years while he was in jail, and the FBI discovered that he was not Lou Castro. Like, that wasn't even his real name. He was really Daniel Perez, a man from Texas with many police reports, including a case involving sex crimes against 2 girls, 11 and 14, until he fled Texas.
Fucking crazy.
Interviews with members of the commune, they uncovered Perez's sexual abuse of women and girls at the Angel's Landing, including Sarah McGrath, who alleged that Perez raped her regularly for years. Sadly, she was just one of his many victims. More witnesses came forward accusing him of abuse and pointing to him for the murder of Patricia Hughes. He was charged with 28 felonies, and in February of 2015, he was convicted on all counts and sentenced to 80 years in prison. He's still there now.
Slayer says it's a community, and that's right. You know, just the people come, and then once you make friends, and that's what it is. You can't just go into someone's stream and be on some bullshit. You gotta actually like give a shit, make friends with them, interact with them, talk to them, get to actually know them, instead of just being like, oh, I'm in here, check my shit out. That's just not how it works. Yeah, exactly. Making real friends. And it's hard on the internet too, but you can tell. You know who's real and who's there for bullshit.
Who's real and who's fake.
You know, and it's you just know. And then You Call Me a Sheik said his mom lived near David Koresh before he moved to Texas, and there were a bunch of weirdos that just said random shit on the sidewalk. I added the weirdo thing. I've been meaning to make more friends recently, so I joined a suicide cult. Top Cat, my dude. Haley B says we all love one and the other, and she's right. We do. Y'all be like missing each other and shit. That's how it goes. I do. I miss y'all. Sometimes, like after a couple days, I don't see nobody or don't really see like posts on Twitter or something. I'm like, you know, what fucking Top Cat up to, or what Haley doing, or
Top Cat be doing?
Yeah. You know, Top Cat isn't, you know,
Well,
and then you worry about the people.
You worry about people.
You know, because they're like your people. They're your family. You're like, you know.
You worry about everybody. Oh, hey, we haven't heard from such and such in such a while. Such and such and such a while.
Such and
such and such and such a while.
Giant love, everyone. So yeah, that's crazy. That dude, killing everybody every 2 years and shit, and
every 2.5 years he would kill people
soon as
and collect their insurance.
As soon as the insurance fucking matured, I bet, so you can get that big payout.
Yeah. And then he wasn't even that person. He was a child molester from another state with a different name. These people are like, how are these? Like, I still don't get it.
Well, I don't understand. Like me, I got into a fight like 20 something years ago, and it was a bad fight, you know, and it wasn't matter if I won or lost or anything, but I went to prison for a long time for it, and I caught 2 felonies for it. So then all for the next 20 years, I have a hard time getting jobs. I got to work for myself, or I can't get, like, I always get shit on because of felonies, you know what I mean? But then, like, at my kid's school, they got, like, a child molester, like, blatantly working out in the open on his Facebook. Like, I saw this dude's Facebook, and I'm like, holy child molester, you know? I talked to the kid's principal, and they're like, you're crazy, man. We'll nobody does nothing about it. You know when they did something about it? When it was too late. But, like, these people are everywhere. They don't check nothing, but they worry about people like me. And I'm, like, one of the nicest people in the world. It makes no sense. Like, it's just everything's broken. That's why it keeps happening. Nothing bad would happen to these kids if they weren't worried about people like me. They worry about, you know what I mean, these sneaky, weird-looking people. If for real is, but I tell you what, the joke's on them, because we got all these problems in this school and stuff, right? And like we were just talking with the Amish, I drive a bunch of little kids and I deal with school kids all fucking day. These people don't check my records, but they're not worried about a felony. They know me. They know nothing's gonna happen to them kids. The kids are safer with me.
I always say, be the change. Be the change and kill them with kindness.
Well, I am the change. Yeah, for real, Kyle. Yeah, we don't roll like that. That's why I like doing what I do too, because like that happens a lot. So if one of my kids that are on like my truck tells me about some stuff, I'll do something about it and make it so that situation don't happen no more, or you know what I mean? Take it to the right people. Or go knock teeth in. One or the other. Depends. I live in an area where you can knock teeth in still, and nothing will probably happen to you. All depends. But yeah, next cult. Let's roll.
Next cult. Children of God. So it was initially called Teens for Christ. It was founded in 1968 by a rogue preacher named David Berg in Huntington Beach, California. It attracted young runaways and hippies. He preached a kind of worship that combined the ways of Jesus Christ with the free love movement of the 60s. Group living, zealous, whatever that word is. I don't know what that word is. I copied it from something.
The Pineapple Express got Brooker's not reading.
Pro-sexualizing. Sure. And isolated communes were all pillars of the Children of God Church. Members who amounted to 15,000 people across the world. At its peak, they didn't work or go to school. They didn't believe in the nuclear family, so children were grouped together and lived separately from their parents. In the 70s, it became notorious for sexual practices that one of Berg's own daughters later described as religious prostitution. He coined the term flirty fishing, which is a sexual practice in which women would allegedly have sex with men to bring them into the cult. Berg promoted and encouraged the sexualization of children within the community. He manipulated the family with his sadistic practices. Members started to leave the community, including families of actors like Joaquin Phoenix and Rose McGowan, who both grew up in the Children of God communes. Members became coming forward in the 90s. Sorry, I'm taking a puff off the butt.
Blunt break.
It's a blunt break. It's a tiny blunt break.
Tell you what though, I be digging these visuals. I be getting lost in them. But yeah, let me know what y'all smoking on or sipping on too. I think I was just going through the chat. I think I saw my homie Bear, but he's being quiet. Yeah, if you sipping on something nice or smoking on something nice. I'm just trying to keep the chat rolling. Visuals are great. Yeah, the stars are cool. I'm digging it. Yeah, it's got a nice Sunday vibe to it, you know?
Yeah.
Because we all got to work in the morning, unfortunately. Or most of us. Some of y'all might have a holiday.
I have all week off from teaching.
Slayer smoked 3 fatties. That's what's up.
So members started coming forward in the 90s saying that the environment there permitted and encouraged the physical and sexual abuse of young children. So Ricky Dupee appeared on a talk show in 1993 and revealed that he'd been ordered by the group to rape a 10-year-old. He later committed suicide, like many other members of the group, including his own Berg's own son, Ricky Rodriguez, who was sexually abused throughout his life by his father and the group. Berg died in 94 while still under the FBI investigation, so he was like never even brought up on anything because he was already dead. The cult continues to exist and now goes by the name Family International. Although the group claims that the horrific practices are a thing of the past, you can watch the whole documentary. It's actually on Netflix right now, called Children of God. I've actually heard of that one. Like, that's a pretty famous one. That I remember the guy's son actually videotaped himself killing himself because of it.
That's messed up, yo.
Yeah. Like, that's how old I am. I remember that when that happened. Yeah, that's just, you know,
cults, man.
Cults.
Like, I'm all for me.
This is such a deep subject, and it's not like I don't like going there, and I don't, and
it seems like a lot of it's
different vibe
for like pervert shit. Like, perverts are just fighting like down people, or like you were saying, like runaways or hippies, or, you know, and like tricking them and then doing weird shit because they're like pervs, right?
Yeah.
That seems like what a cult is. So like when I say go meet strangers off the internet, don't meet like cult people off the internet.
But you wouldn't know.
You would know, because they'd be talking about weird shit. They'd be like, oh, shave your head and put on this sheet and come visit us at our compound. If someone's like, we have a compound, don't visit them.
But I want to have a compound.
But you don't have a compound.
Okay, I want to have a commune.
See, that's different. It's not a compound. You see? One time, me and Brookers joined a militia by accident.
We accidentally joined a militia one time.
So I guess it is possible. And there you go, meeting strangers on the internet. I ended up in a militia. But I wasn't in there long or nothing. So, like, we got out right away. But yeah, true story.
We realized it. We're like,
oh fuck, we're on the FBI list now. We got to get out of this.
Yeah, this isn't good. We're done.
Yeah, we're out.
We respectfully declined the invitation.
I'm out there scraping the sticker off the side of my motorcycle. Like, yep, no more. Throw them t-shirts in the garbage.
The t-shirts.
Yeah, we had nothing to do with that. I don't know. Who? Nope.
Nope. No clue.
Not us.
Not us. No.
Yeah, that's no
Never
joke
happened.
though. It really actually happened. It was crazy. Fucking wild.
But
life will throw you some curveballs, like,
Bruce.
for real.
But we were smart enough to realize it, and we were like, no.
Yeah,
homie.
We didn't get raped or branded above our peepees. So yeah, we got out before we got branded or anything or raped.
We did not get raped.
Yeah.
We did not have to point anything out to a judge on a doll.
Nope. Didn't touch no dolls.
Now, so I think if I was alive back in the day.
Oh, the way you made that sound, I was like, oh shit, you died? I was like, I think if I was alive, I was like, what?
Sansa. You dead man.
What?
Yeah, it's from Cool Runnings. Every time they crash, you go, Sansa, you dead man. Yeah, man.
No, we dead. We straight up dead up in here, yo.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. I got stoned.
Straight lit. Just staring at the blunt, laughing our asses off.
But so I think if I was alive, I may have gotten down. But once they started talking about murders, I would have been like, nah, homie, I'm going to go hitchhike somewhere else. So
Go hitchhike somewhere else.
The Manson family.
Was that a cult though, or was
It
that?
was a cult. He had followers.
But was it like big followers? Like they all lived in a
Yes.
compound together,
They had like a lot
and
of
dude was up
people.
there like preaching, like, "All right, tonight we're gonna go out and fucking do bad shit."
Yeah.
It was
Well,
like
just
that, like kind of like
if-
a Waco, Texas. I thought like,
No, because he convinced people to murder people.
all right, so I guess he was a cult. I thought he was just like crazy, like hypnotist.
Yeah, he did. He had a huge following. So here, let me break it down.
She gonna break it down for us, yo. I can't handle life at the moment.
So
She breaking it down.
So what I wrote, what did I write? I'm gonna read it. So you don't need to know much about true crime to know the name Charles Manson, which almost 50 years after his most heinous acts is still synonymous with cult leader. So he started his group in San Francisco in 1967, and a year later moved to Los Angeles, where he tried and failed to establish himself as a musician. He worked with like the Beach Boys and the Beatles.
Yeah, I knew about the music stuff.
So like
He did a lot of
I
acid,
just think
yo.
that's wild. Like, I guess being a celebrity back in the day was like not as big of. Here you go, hon.
Hollywood was pressure back in the day.
But I
though.
don't think it was as big of a deal as it is today. Like,
Yeah, but-
randos would just hang out with celebrities. It seemed.
I think back then, like everybody was trying to make it, so like it was like different. Like so, like everybody's like running to Hollywood, kind of like they had the gold rush, you know. Everybody ran for the hills to get gold. Everybody ran to Hollywood back then to go get famous and all that shit. And that's.
I do
But
know.
now you just go to TikTok.
I do know, like Jim Crow era, or pre-Jim Crow era, I should say. It was very unpopulated, and then it started to boom with more people coming in. So I think that was in what the 60s. I want to say I think 60s.
I don't know. Can't quote me.
Wasn't me getting all thinky,
Thinky. She getting all thunk, yo.
getting all thinky about it.
Brooker's thunk as fuck.
Thunk as fuck. So Manson became obsessed with the Beatles song Helter Skelter and started using the term to describe a race war that he believed would usher in the apocalypse. And in August of 1969, he sent a group of his followers to a house in Benedict Canyon and told them to kill everyone inside. The victims included actress Sharon Tate, who was then married to Roman Polanski, and celebrity hairdresser Jay Sebring. The next night, Manson's followers murdered Rosemary and Leno LaBianca at their home in Los Feliz. Some people believe that Manson ordered the murders because he thought it would kickstart his helter-skelter concept, while others think he believed that the Tate house still belonged to the music producer who refused to give him a record deal. I believe that theory.
The record deal one?
I do. And then like he tried to convince everybody else it was for something else, like maybe the race war.
to get them to do it.
Yeah.
And fed them a bunch of acid so they believed them.
Yeah.
Because they were big on hallucinogenics, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think I heard that one somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I don't know much about these cults, yo. I'm not really like a cult person. Like, I kind of stay out of cults.
That's good.
I try not to join. I'm more of a militia person, obviously. Cults really don't come for DJ Bruce. The militias.
Only people that can fool DJ Bruce is the militia.
The only thing I ever fell for was a militia. Damn militias got me again. It's like, oh, damn militias, you got me.
Man, you sneaky. You're pretty sneaky in that old BDU camouflage that nobody ever wears anymore. You so sneaky.
Militias
300-pound.
Militias be like, here's a free pizza. We got him. I'm like, damn it, I'm in the militia again. Damn, you got me. Next thing you know, I'm standing in the woods camping with a bunch of dudes.
So sneaky.
Just
You
doing
300-pound piece of rhinoceros walking through that forest. I heard you 25 yards away.
Just doing cool militia shit. You gotta watch though. You can really join one and not know it.
Yeah, it is pretty epic. It is.
I don't know what's going on, but I am like ecstatic. I think everybody's so awesome. I feel so blessed. Like, it's just really cool. All I could do is just try to make shit better, really. Because if I make shit better, then I keep people happier. And then people will like it more. It's kind of how I roll.
I was just reading ahead. I was reading ahead to our next cult. Because I'm smart and try and do that shit all the time. But yeah, I saw it says the People's Temple. And then I saw Indiana and then Jones. I was like, what the fuck does Indiana Jones have to do with any cult? But yeah, sorry people. I'm really stoned right now. Give me a second.
Like, we've been weekending hard this weekend. It's been fun. It's been killer fun.
Alright.
She got her shit together.
I got my shit together.
Women be like that though, yo. Like, me to get my shit together, I gotta get up out the chair. I gotta go to the bathroom, put cold water on my face or something. You know, her, she like, alright, I got my shit together, let's go. Like, damn, girl. The fuck, how you do that?
Alright, so the People's Temple. So in the 50s, Jim Jones, who was from Indiana, founded a church that he claimed promoted socialism and equality with religious elements of Christianity. Cool.
Right there was enough in that one sentence you said. That's like your warning. That was a big red flag, that whole sentence.
How is that? I'm like, cool. That sounds cool.
It don't sound cool. That sound like that can't. It's like imaginable.
So, initially, he was a little more than a charismatic hustler who faked faith healings by having audience pull like chicken livers out of people's mouths.
What?
Yeah. But as the years progressed, he demanded more and more of his followers. In the early 70s, he moved his group to California and set them up in a commune-like settlement in Redwood Valley. Eventually, he came to believe that nuclear war was imminent, and then he moved his followers again to South American country of Guyana. So this, and this, I mean, I think pretty much everybody's heard this one. This is one of the most
famous,
one of the most devastating.
Probably almost as famous as Waco.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably.
It's another big.
And he was convinced his followers that Guyana was outside the potential danger zone of a nuclear blast. The group lived there for several years.
Didn't he keep moving because the government was on his butt? Because I remember watching a story about him.
Yeah.
And like, even the island that he brought, or the place he brought that was kind of his own country, the government still had to check on him or some shit because like there were so many citizens from...
I'll explain to you with all of that further down.
Well, I just want to act like I know what I'm talking about a little bit.
You do, kind of.
Well, see, kind of. She had to throw that in there.
Kind of. But
And I just gave you flowers, freshly for you, digitally picked.
So they lived there for several years as the People's Temple Agricultural Project, but after former members started speaking out against the church, San Francisco Congressman Leo Ryan decided to travel to Jonestown, which is what he named their little place there in Guyana, to investigate claims of abuse. Temple security guards opened fire on Ryan's group, and back at the settlement, Jones ordered his followers to... So, okay, well, I'm going to stop here for a second because I didn't write down... Like, I know a lot more about it than what I wrote down here.
I'm so confused.
What are you confused about?
I don't know. Let's keep going.
My computer fell asleep.
Yo, burgers.
Okay, I got it back. So what happened was, there was like so much stuff going on in the backstory, in like the dynamics in between Jim Jones, his wife, other women that he was thought to be having affairs with. So there was like group dynamics and stuff going on there, but then he kept on, you know, he would run through drills with these people, his followers, and he would always say, the cyanide is in here, and he would do this run through, like so constantly.
They would never know when it's really in there. They would never know
if there was really in there.
Wow, what a crazy dude.
And he was always doing that, right?
Wow.
And then, and there was like a lot of like, you know, there were some sexual abuse claims within the community, or, you know, with him, you know, it was never fully verified. Physical abuse, stuff like that. So when people weren't getting a hold of their family members, and their family members were concerned about them, or they had heard things from their family members, that's when they had gotten the congressman from San Francisco were, you know, involved. And then they had come out. And then when they had visited, you know, Jim Jones, he had put on this huge show until like everything was fine and great and everybody's happy and look at how great we're doing. Look at what we're helping all these people. His Jim Jones' son was sent away for like some sort of basketball game.
Shooting hoops.
In another area of Guyana. And
like
no, it's like crazy, like all this stuff that had happened in between, because that's why this is why I didn't write it down, because there's just so much. Yeah, definitely, let's smoke that
brownie scout, bro.
So
heavy indicas, everything
was fine, but then people started handing the congressman like handwritten notes, like slipping them,
and don't suck hard.
That's what she said.
No, I'm talking. I got an ash catcher, like a really, and then I got one of my high-end pieces. So, gotta hold the ash catcher level so like it don't like mess up water levels and shit. It's like science. Just I'm like crazy about this stuff. Drives me nuts. Yeah, flowers, they cool.
But so people were handing them notes saying like they wanted to leave and they couldn't because he had like guards and stuff. so there was like a whole lot of back and forth, and eventually Jim Jones let people who wanted to leave. But when were getting onto the plane, Jim Jones's people shot everybody down, like just killed everybody. And then that's when they all got there and took the Kool-Aid and killed the children first and then themselves. And I mean, it's just crazy. And then he eventually, I think he shot himself.
Yeah. No, he drank the Kool-Aid himself, didn't he? And then sat in his chair or something. He was like he was the last one.
He shot himself.
I think in the movie he was the last one that drank the last cup or something. And then there was like in the movie there was like one lady or something like she fake drank it, so she kind of got away.
A couple of people, and then if like they ran away, the guards would shoot them.
Well, yeah, the one lady, she had to act like she was dead and all this other stuff. And then, like, the guards died and he was, like, the last person and shit that just, like, did it.
Yeah.
And then, like, everybody was done and then she finally, like, was able.
There you go.
But then, I don't know, my version of it, like, mine was, like, a movie from, like, to TV. So it probably had, like...
Some parts of
some was real, some was, you know, to make it look cool, or, you know, dramatics, you know, shit like that.
So there was a total of 918 people that died at Jonestown, and until 9/11 it was the largest loss of American civilian life in history. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I thought the movie was good too, but like, yeah, I think some stuff's for dramatic. Create that hype, keep, you know. Plus, I think they kind of got to twist versions because there's like different books and different things, and they kind of can't use just like the straight story or to be like copyright stuff. So they kind of got to put their own twist to everything, or it's like maybe like plagiarism shit, you know. Because, like, everybody could write an essay or a book about the same topic, but everybody's book got to be different. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of got to be like that, maybe. And, yeah, Kyle, there's way too many people. Definitely way too many children. These cults, man. These cults, they just don't seem good. Like, it just doesn't seem like a good thing.
Cults are bad.
Yeah, so far,
Don't do cults.
So far, if you're like thinking about a cult, like I'm gonna give it like pretty much 2 thumbs down on the cults. Like definitely like 1 out of 10. We should make a t-shirt, Brooker. Say no to cults.
Say no to cults. Say no to cults.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's no bueno.
So, and this was another one that is really famous, and I just remembered. This one was a wild one. You remember the Heaven's Gate one?
I think I heard that name, but I don't really know the story.
So, it was founded by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles in the 70s.
Fucking Bonnie Nettles.
Fucking Bonnie.
Fucking Bonnie. She's always into some shady shit. That bitch.
Don't trust that bitch, Betty. Or Bonnie. Whatever the fuck your name is.
She went by both names. She was so shady.
Betty Bonnie Nettles.
You never knew who you were talking to when you're fucking with Bonnie.
Betty Bonnie.
She sold bad weed too. You didn't even want to cop shit off her. She has straight, like you end up with seeds and sticks.
Seeds and sticks.
You play baseball with that bag.
So yeah, so Heaven's Gate was a cult that had a complicated belief system involving aliens, spaceships, and the imminent recycling of the planet Earth. So Betty Bonnie Nettles died in 1985, and Applewhite took the group to even further extremes. And in 1997, he began claiming that a spacecraft was following the Hale-Bopp comet. The spacecraft would carry the Heaven's Gate members to the next level of existence.
I remember these dudes, yo.
Now you remember?
I remember the Comet people. They were cool. It had something to do with Haley's, didn't it?
The Hale-Bopp Comet.
Yeah.
But I think the Hale-Bopp Comet, isn't that one that goes like every like 7 years or something? We see it every 7 years.
No, that's Haley.
No, it's Hale. What?
Haley's Comet.
The Hale-Bopp.
No, it's not Hale-Bopp. It's Haley's.
Hale-Bopp. Bop.
That's not Hanson, motherfucker. It's Haley's. Haley's Comet. But yeah, they like...
the UFO religion, Kyle. Kyle said UFO religion.
Yeah, like the comet's not a comet. The comet's, yeah, see? Haley's Comet. That's what I try and tell her, Kyle.
I think it's the same thing.
It is.
Could be. We're both right. So while living in a rented home in San Diego, Applewhite and 38 followers died by suicide by taking phenobarbital mixed with applesauce. They all wore the same uniform and Nike shoes and had $5.75 in their pockets. What?
That's just so fucking weird.
As of today,
Gotta have exact change, folks, or you can't get into heaven.
the Heaven's Gate website still exists and is maintained by 2 of the group's followers.
Nuh-uh, I'm going to look. You guys want to see it?
I don't know what it is.
I'm going to go find out.
Heaven's Gate website.
I'm going to go find out. Maybe I'll put it on the screen if it's not like... If it's not too crazy. If it's like crazy, I don't like, you know.
We do not approve. I do not approve.
Let's see what we could do.
You can see the big orange guy.
How and when it may be entered. Oh, they sell t-shirts and shit too. They got merch, bro.
You're kidding. Oh my gosh. Seriously?
You guys want to see it? Yeah, alien spaceship. They don't have change up there.
What?
All right, guys. I'm really gonna show it to you. Do you think we should do this on Twitch? We can probably. It's not my channel, so fuck it. Here it is, bro. The Heaven's Gate website.
I mean,
Tomcat want to see it. Here he is. This is crazy, yo. And I'll click on some of the links and stuff. I can actually clean up.
I can't see what you have from here, honey.
Let me, like, we got to get serious about this because, like...
What's the statement?
We'll get there. Come and read it. Can't you read?
Do you know how small
Yeah, it is kind of
everything
small.
is on my screen? Like, I'm looking up at your screen and it's bigger than my screen.
All right. So it says whether Hale-Bopp has... I'm not reading all that. Whatever. It's just some cool, like, fucking space shit. All right. I'm going to give you the DJ Bruce version. To order a hard... You could order their book. They have books. I suggest not ordering their book because, like, we're not really down with this. But they are in Phoenix. There's their address here. So if you want to, like, write them a letter and shit, you can do that. I suggest don't do that. Don't email them. Like, don't even contact them because, like... They're probably going to send weirdos to your house and, like, kidnap you. But let's click on this first link. The purpose is simple. The bottom line. All right, 2,000 years ago, it's a whole story of stuff. Why is it difficult to believe or accept us?
You are terrible at this.
So they're like, why is it difficult to believe or accept us? See, it's lit up in blue, so I'm giving you the highlight. And then it tells you all this purple bullshit. And, like, I'm not going to read it to you because, like, what if we read this and that's the brainwash? So, like, I'm kind of skimming and moving fast so you don't get brainwashed.
What?
Yeah. What? What are you wanting me for?
So you think that it's going to be like
If you
the
read
Ring
it,
movie?
It could be. It could be like The Ring.
Like
you
7
read
days,
this,
you
and
will die.
7 days they're gonna pull up in a van and give you.
Hail Bob comments.
In
You will die.
7 days, a white van's gonna pull up in your driveway. Some dudes are gonna get out, throw you on a gray uniform and some Nikes, and then you're gonna be like
$5.75 in your pocket.
yeah, they're gonna smack you with some change, and they're gonna say, "Come on, we're going to Hell Bops."
We're going to Hail Bob's.
So yeah, then they have their some kind of incarnate by extraterrestrial presently incarnate. 95 statements by an extraterrestrial presently incarnate.
1995.
I don't know. It's weird. And like it's all stuff that's like probably gonna brainwash you. So like
Probably gonna brainwash you.
well, like it is, because like this, it's obviously not a good place.
All right, so let's move on to the next call.
Well, I'm just gonna like I'm letting them see it.
So if I say the name of the cult, will you be able to tell me the incident that is associated with it?
Is this
So, well, I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna ask chat.
See, I already brainwashed Slayer by accident. I said too much.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry,
say
my guy.
we're already brainwashed. Yeah.
But yeah, like legit wise, it kind of is just like looks like a scam to sell shit. And then they have like a merch site, and then like you know it's fucking trickery.
Trickery.
So, like
Tomfoolery.
but like on the real, definitely don't even go check that site out. That was enough. Like no, because I don't want to like say somebody like does like go read it. You know what I mean? And they start. I don't want me to be the reason why you actually type that shit in. You know, they can come to my house, Kyle. You know how I do it.
You would never forgive yourself, like, ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anybody to get caught up in some bad shit. Like, I will totally look at it, and if they want to come to my house because of my IP, I'll talk with them, man. It's cool. I ain't worried about it, but I am worried about you guys. So definitely stay off the Heaven's Gate site.
Welcome back, your boy Heavy T.
Yeah.
You got lost in the pisser, he said.
Oh, you missed it, Heavy T. We were on the Heaven's Gate website looking at the fucking crazy comment people shit.
We got lost in a website.
So you didn't really miss nothing.
So if I'm gonna say the name of the cult, and I want you to see if you can tell me the incident, and this goes for chat as well.
Well, I did. I guess you did miss cool, funny shit, but at the same time, you could have got brainwashed, and you might have.
It was a good thing you did.
Yeah, it was a good thing you weren't here. You could have found your source into a cult.
So, Branch Davidians.
Branch Davidians.
This is a very famous one.
Branch Davidians. Well, let work your chat. Let's let the chat answer it.
Work that ass.
Yeah, they ain't got no beef. It's just like when you go on a cult's website, they probably like track you down and like try to pull up and shit on you. But it's cool.
Like
I'll let them pull up.
Visit you while you're sleeping.
Let them come
in the middle of
visit.
the
They'll
night.
probably knock on my door like maybe like Jehovah's Witness style, and I'll be like, "Come on in." I'll start feeding them dabs and shit. They think they're gonna get me with the Kool-Aid? I'm gonna smack them with some edibles. I'll fuck them fucking cults up. I'm gonna take parts off their van too.
Parts off of their van.
Yeah.
Are you gonna like steal Cadillac? What is it? It's not Cadillac.
I'm a jack their catalytic converter. I'm gonna steal the motherfuckers' hubcaps. I'm like, fuck you, Colt. You leaving here with no hubcaps. 1993, and he says they ride bikes. That's cool though. I'll get myself a nice like Cannondale or Specialized or something. They'll pull up with some pimp shit.
Yeah, Kyle, you're correct. This was the Waco incident.
I saw that shit on live TV. Yeah, I remember when that went down on the news and shit. It was crazy.
Yep, it was. That was
Tanks and
my
shit.
first experience remembering like cult stuff. Like that, like my parents were watching.
Slayer was important. Yeah, I forgot you're like a young guy. But it's
I
weird
was
because you don't
10.
act like a young guy.
No, you don't.
We thought you were an old guy like us, but then you were like, the one day you were
We
like,
thought you were old.
oh shit, I'm a young
We
guy.
thought you was an old ass guy.
And we were like, I know how old you are.
Yeah, well, you told us how old you were, but we thought. I
We
mean,
thought you were like my
I'm
age.
40.
You're not 40.
I'm gonna be 40 in March.
Yeah, you ain't 40. Yeah, we thought you was like our age. But it don't matter. It's all love. Age is a number.
Bruce is old as fuck.
Yeah, I'm really old. I'm older than dirt and 2 years younger than water, yo.
Top Cat's old as fuck too.
Ooh, don't be dropping shit on my homie, yo. Nah.
Hey, y'all are older than me, so I'm good.
We're crazy up in here. I was 13 in 1993.
I was 10.
Damn, Bruce and y'all. I thought you were like 30 max. No. I was actually, I'm 43. Yeah, that screams. I'm
Gas,
pretty old.
people would be dying, people would be fainting all over the place.
Yeah, I'm a 79.
Wasn't even swimming yet.
I'm a 79 model. I'm old.
So the Branch Davidians broke off from the Davidian Seventh-day Adventists in 1955, but they didn't make headlines until the infamous Waco siege of 1993. In 1981, David Koresh took over the group, which was headquartered at a commune called Mount Carmel. After allegations of child abuse within the commune, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms attempted to raid Mount Carmel, but a gun battle erupted and 10 people were killed. The FBI then launched a siege that lasted for 51 days and ended with the compound being destroyed by fire. Koresh was killed along with 76 others. A government investigation later concluded that the Branch Davidians had started the fire themselves. If you haven't watched it, you can see there's like documentaries about it and stuff all over the place. What was interesting to me personally about this one is there was survivors. And there was this one guy in particular who, with not too long before this happened, it was like a couple of years, I think, David had met him, and he was in a band, and they played and stuff together, and he wound up joining. And he said that they didn't start all the fires and stuff, and he was trying to say like what had happened.
Didn't a lot of them have to do with the ATF, like something with the guns and shit that he had? Was their excuse to get in?
It definitely was not handled great at all. Like there's just some definite like you fucked up, kind of like the Uvalde. You know what I mean? Like they just really fucked up. And I don't even think that they really cared. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, it was a bad situation on both sides. Definitely could have been handled totally differently on the government's end and on their end too. I mean, I understand that the government was also coming down on them and pushing them around, but at the same time they were also coming down so hard and using the gun stuff as an excuse because they knew about the rest of your shady shit. So they couldn't do nothing about your shady shit, so they used the gun shit as an excuse, and then they just everybody fucked everything up. But I don't know, there's a lot of innocent people that got fucked up there to get one bad guy. You know what I mean? So that really...
Yeah.
It's just... There's another cult that I just gotta say, like, just definitely don't join that one either. Like, We haven't found a good cult yet to join.
You know, and the funny thing is, though, too, like, I can see, like, with the beginnings of cults, how maybe
It's a good.
you can see the potential, like, you know, oh, this person has some good ideas, and then it, like that person craves the more power or
Gets out of control.
Like, I can see that, and then you not even being able to leave or having a hard time leaving.
Or you can't leave, and now you're like repopulating the earth with some weirdo. And I don't know, it just gets crazy.
Right.
And then like it seems like, you know, there's another one. Wasn't there a bunch of pervy stuff with Waco, Texas too, right?
I think
like we don't have to say what it is.
Married and like he
underage
married
stuff
underage women, yeah, and I think it was polygamous too.
So yeah,
I think I could be wrong.
A bunch of pervy stuff again. So like it seems like every cult has pervs. It's like perv central, like perving up.
I don't know, man. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
I do. Cults ain't no good. Low key, we have rescued people from religious situations. True, that happens a lot. I know a big, real big thing that just happened in the Amish community, with stuff like that, and a bunch of kids got rescued, and there was this big, almost like a little war, where like it got crazy. It happened in between multiple states and stuff, and there's also a bus. It's like a big Greyhound bus, like a big coach bus. And these two ladies that escaped being Amish, and they were like raped bad, and all this bad stuff happened to them, like all this horrible stuff when they grew up. And they're young. They're probably only in their like early mid-20s. And they escaped the Amish community, but they're still Amish. And they drive from state to state in this bus. And like you can go to a certain spot at say like 2 a.m. and just get on this bus and disappear, and they'll take care of everything for you. And they like rescue women and stuff and children. They go around the country doing that. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, there's a lot of it. There's, you know, a lot of good to the lot of bad, I guess. I guess there's so much bad that's going on that a lot of good comes out of it. But at the same time, kind of sucks that the good that's out there has to come out of all that bad. Because there's a lot more bad than good, obviously. You know, it's just shit.
Straight shit.
Yeah, no one's showing no love and shit.
I just had a
I think money's what fucks it up. Like, everybody's so greedy about everything. They'll step on, you know, like even like COVID and shit. Like, people didn't care about like old people or their parents, or like they just cared about money, going to work, or profiting off of this. Like, you couldn't stop the money.
I still say if the entire world had gotten together and was like, listen, pay for everybody for everything that they need, forgive bills and whatever for this 1 month. For 1 month, every single person in the entire world stays home. It would have been it.
And it's not even just like saying the virus, because that's a touchy subject or whatever. And it's not a fact that I mean, with anything, it's just like greed kind of just kills it. Or even all these big businesses and stuff, like they do good and they start out small, and they start out with a great idea or a great product, and then they just grow, and then they grow into this big giant monster where they're just like snowballing all this cash and shit. But then they lose track of what they started for. They don't care about the customer no more. They don't care about their product no more. They just care about how cheap they can make it, how much everything's a number then. And then they lost what they're about. And then I think, like, if a company could lose what it's about and its like beliefs and what its foundation is, because it agreed in money and their profit margins, people lose themselves over that shit too. And it might not even be over money. Like, you could be greedy about everything, you know.
I got one more cult.
One more cult. The greed cult. Cult of greed.
This cult is called the Anthill Kids.
The Anthill Kids.
The Anthill Kids. You ready to hear about the Anthill Kids?
I don't know. Do they live in like somewhere weird, like where cousins only like everybody's
Like
cousins.
the hills have eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
All right, so the Anthill Kids was a clear example of a cult.
Heavy T, that is so funny because that is exactly what came to my mind. And I was just like, bite your tongue, Bruce. Bite your tongue. Don't even mention any states. Just, I try not to stereotype and, you know, but it is funny. But yeah, that's the one that came to mind.
So this is an example of a cult that is centered around one main charismatic and dangerous cult leader. Rock Thrall, after being removed from the Seventh-day Adventist Church for preaching radical views that it couldn't support, he used his charm to form his own group under the name Moist.
Moist?
What?
Moist? That dude was moist, Joe.
Yo, Moist.
Oh, moist or moist?
Moist. They're like Jewish. Like, come here, Moist. Like an old Yenta.
Like a Yenta. Wow.
Come here, Moist.
Moist.
So all shits and giggles aside, he made his followers live on a commune with him, insisting that all female members must be impregnated as a religious rule, usually by him.
Of course.
He had multiple wives and concubines.
The pervs.
And his word was the only rule of law in the commune. He even insisted on knowing how to heal his followers. He was eventually arrested in 1989 for assault and was subsequently charged with murder of multiple followers.
These people is crazy. So once again, the perv took over.
The people that died was a woman and an infant and 2 people that he administered that homeopathic healing to, and they died. When he was in prison, he himself died from a stabbing in 2011.
Well, yeah, that's cool. He's a cult guy. Prison probably didn't like him. Dude had a beard bigger than...
So apparently, oh yeah, that's what I did.
Ow.
I'm cool like that. There's three reasons why people join cults.
So if you have these tendencies,
If you have these tendencies,
chain yourself to your
do
bed.
not join a cult.
Start your own cult.
They want to better themselves either professionally or personally. But I think that's most people though, right?
You know, but ain't there also, like, I saw on a TV show, and I know it's like a comedy show, but, and it also happens in a bunch of other movies, like where they have these retreats for like corporate places.
Yeah.
And you pay all this money and you're supposed to go to this retreat, and they like fuck you up there. And they kind of like, if you think about it, they kind of cult you, brainwash you, and it's supposed to improve, like, you know, your alphaness or your whatever, and it's supposed to improve your workplace. And like people, like corporate people, go to these things. Yeah, that's like
just because it's on a show called Corporate on Comedy Central does not make it true.
No, but it's not just on that show. I've seen it in other shows too, where they do like retreats and stuff, and they do shit like that. You know what I mean?
Like yoga retreats?
Yeah, but they have more intense ones like that.
Huh. Like how to be the better man?
Yeah. How to be a stronger woman. How to, you know, stand up for yourself. All like power things. Almost like pep talk places, but like, you know, you go there for a week or whatever, or, you know what I mean? They could fuck you up. Or you go out into the woods and do some camping shit, and you come back and you're supposed to be like revived and, you know, more power and productive.
Isn't that like why like Boy Scouts and stuff do all that like camping and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know why
So number 2 is they want a greater sense of community, which I have 2 out of 3.
I know Twitch me sound like a cult right now.
I got 2 out of 3 here.
Yo, DJ Bruce is not a cult. We are friends, like for reals. We're not cults.
And the last one is that you're in a state of extreme vulnerability, which I'm not. I never really am.
Yeah, I'm not vulnerable.
I'm not vulnerable.
Anybody here?
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Anybody here got the vulnerables?
You know who said that?
What?
Meatloaf.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Or anybody here got the vulnerables? If you're vulnerable, holler at me. No.
What?
You said vulnerable.
But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's the podcast for tonight. You want to hang out and chill with us? So we're just gonna probably smoke another dab before we get off of here.
We're gonna dab off.
Closing
Bonerables. Yeah, bonerables.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, if you're vulnerable, definitely
Definitely give me a holler.
yeah, definitely holler at me. Vulnerable and vulnerable. No, that sounds bad. That sounds like I'm starting a cult. So yeah, definitely no cults. We learned that they're like bad for you. We should like have a happy topic next week. We've been on aliens, ghosts.
Boner biters? What?
Let's see how boner.
Ouch. Hugs and nugs, Top Cat. Hugs and nugs. Love you too, Heavy T.
Giant love, y'all. Y'all are the best. Alright, so we dabbing it out, huh?
Yeah, we're like I said, we're just gonna sit here and dab, and then we're out. Y'all are welcome to stay and chill and chit chat, whatever you want.
Also, you guys tonight, I'm gonna go show my boy Willie some love. Good night, Kyle.
Good
you
night,
have a great
Kyle.
night. Top
night.
Cat, love y'all. And then y'all boys, I know y'all all
Or
working
maybe
and
I
shit.
should maybe I should just raid since everybody's going to sleep. I
Yeah.
should just raid it out.
Why don't you just rate it
Let's
out?
just raid it out.
Because we could dab in the next chat. Where are we going, brokers?
Let's go to Schmidt Show.
You want to go to the Schmidt show? This is your gig.
Let's go to Schmidt Show.
I know we rated Willie Wolf like the last 4 episodes.
Yeah, we'll go to Schmidt Show.
So we're going to check out
We're
someone
gonna go
new.
to Schmidt Show.
But anyway, big giant love to everyone that came through tonight. Everyone that fucking contributed and stuff to Brooker's first hype
Absolutely.
train.
Thank you so
It's her
very
first night on
much.
affiliate. She finally made it. She worked hard. It took her like
I think I broke a record.
it took her a
me
whole
4
4 streams.
It took me a whole 4 streams.
Which I
That's
don't-
fucking awesome.
I don't even know how that's possible.
That is so cool. That's right. Yeah, that's right on, Holmes. Right on. I'm
But
really
yeah,
happy.
you guys are
about that.
great.
Really, really happy.
I guess we'll be back next week.
Next week, I'm thinking. I don't know. I think I'm just doing something a little uplifting.
Yeah, I want to change that. I
I got an idea.
Yeah. Talk about like some Rainbow Bright and shit.
I was gonna talk about like cool, like favorite, make you watch Halloween movies with me, and we'll talk about them.
Right, that might be cool. But yeah, and then I'll be back on my shit, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And then we'll be back here next Sunday, smoking a bunch of shit and shooting it. Smoking it and shooting it. Yeah, we're crazy people, yo. All right, brokers.
All right, love you guys. Thanks again.
Have a good night, everybody.
Great Monday and a great start to the rest of your week.
Y'all are all fucking incredible. I love y'all. Peace. Ride this raid, yo. Ride the raid. Might have popped off.
I can't raid him.
He might have his raids off.
All right.
I do that on some nights because I just don't want to be bothered.
You got anybody you want me to raid to?
Do I have anybody?
Because you know how that whole list thing works. She's on mine too. And the other one up top there. No. Yeah.
I got one. Oh, I know why.
Why?
I don't know. Pick one on your list. That works. I got a lot of people. Pops is on.
I don't think my raids are working, so we're just gonna end it here. Check out other streamers, check out people that you followed in the chat.
Why don't you already work?
Might just find different people that you might like. 'Cause I know a lot of times people, you know, that Bruce finds don't even know that there's DJs on Twitch, so you might never know. You might never know.
Yeah,
Good night, y'all.
Raids are broke, everyone, so we're gonna just kill it. We love y'all. Y'all have a great night.
Peace.
Peace.